The reflective cycle. The act of reflecting is considering or meditating a thought or action. The parts of this cycle revolve around reflective practice. But what is it? This kind of practice is the ability to think and reflect on actions in order to engage in a process of continuous learning. According to Dr. Gilly Bolton, published author and medical researcher, reflective practice involves paying critical attention to the practical values and theories which inform everyday actions by examining practice reflectively and reflexively. This leads to developmental insight. There are many models of reflective cycles created to guide reasoning about action. From psychologists and doctors to management researchers, various authors have created their own pathways for reflection with different degrees of complexity. One of the most important and detailed reflective cycles was proposed by Professor Graham Gibbs, a honorary professor and large-scale researcher at the University of Winchester. Gibbs' models was published in his 1988 book, Learning by Doing: A Guide to Teaching and Learning Methods. This six-step model fits any field with prompt questions to assess reflection on your practice. Stage 1. Description. During this step, any professional needs to be able to explain what things are being reflected upon, with background information about you, your practice, and everyone involved in your work. This information has to be relevant and up to the point. Stage 2. Feelings. During this step, you need to discuss your feelings and thoughts about this experience, considering questions such as how did you feel, what did you think while doing it, and how did you feel afterwards, all of this in a honest and straightforward way. Stage 3. Evaluation. It's important to discuss how well do you think things went while doing your job. Some questions include how did you and the ones involved react, what was good, bad, and how do you know this. Stage 4. Analysis. During this step, you need to consider what things helped and what hindered the event. Here, you also have the opportunity to compare your experience with the literature you have read and referenced in the previous step. Stage 5. Conclusion. During this step, it is important to acknowledge whether you could have done something different and what you have learned from the experience. If you're talking about a positive experience, you need to discuss whether you would do the same again to ensure a positive outcome. Stage 6. Action Plan. This final stage sums up what you know, what you need to know, and what you need to do to improve your practice. It is important to look for advice from peers, tutors, or authors to improve your practice if you need to cope with a similar event. As mentioned before, these stages can be adapted for any kind of practice, as it is cycled to reflect on whatever you have done in the past and what can you do to improve. This reflective cycle is important when working as teachers. Every group you have is different and every lesson you may give will present different characteristics even if you're teaching something you taught before. So, next time you teach something, take into account that if you follow these stages, your practice will be improved and your teaching will provide better results. Remember, there is always room for improvement.